Story: An Orphan's Desire. Written by Subarna Mukherjee Chakraborty and narrated by Kaushik Nag. Just a few minutes ago, I killed my wife Devi. I fed her milk mixed with poison with my own hands. Do you know the surprising fact? Devi knew that I will kill her today. She even knew that the milk contained poison. Even then, she drank the milk from my hands with a smiling face. After drinking, she said, "I want to hug you for the last time and give you a kiss in the eye." I couldn't say anything. What should I say? I just hugged her tightly in the middle of my chest. She kissed me on my eyes and then fell asleep on my chest. I laid her body on the bed. Now I am writing. Do you know what I am writing? I am writing about life. I had no reason to kill Devi, because finding a wife like Devi is a matter of destiny for any man. The girl who has sacrificed everything to make her husband happy, respected her in-laws, and did everything for her family like worshipping God. She was truly a boon for us. Then why did I kill Devi? Hearing that will make you tremble. I killed Devi because my mother said so. Now you will say that I killed such a pious lady only because my mother told me? Yes, because my mother used to hate Devi and I love my mother a lot. My mother used to hate Devi only because she was an orphan. Her birth identity was not known. She has grown up in an orphanage since childhood. By dint of her willpower and hard labor, Devi completed her graduation. We had an affair and we got married. But my parents never accepted our love, our marriage. Devi also didn't want to marry me against the consent of my parents. But she gave in to my stubborn nature. After our marriage, Devi took good care of everyone in my house, especially my parents. But my mother used to scold her for any small mistake that she committed. Devi was addressed as an illegitimate child, but Devi never uttered a word. I tried to soothe Devi by means of my love towards her. I also suggested Devi, let us move to a rented house. But she used to tell, parents always scold us for our good. If Devi would have agreed to go to a separate rented house, as I told her, she would not have died. My mother had been ill for some time. Devi took great care of her. One day, my mother called me alone in the room. After I entered her room, my mother told me, "If I ask for something from you, can you give me? This will be my last wish." I was feeling very depressed hearing those words from my mother. I told, "Yes, mother, please tell me." Mother told, "First touch my hands and promise that you will do whatever I tell you to do." I told, "Yes, mother, order me." Saying this to my mother was the onset of pain in my life. She told, "Either you kick Devi out of the house or kill her. As long as she is alive, I will not find peace even if I die." I was spellbound. But I had made a promise to my mother. Amidst shock, I left the room. Suddenly, I saw that Devi was standing in a corner of the room with a glass of water in her hand. Tears are rolling down her cheeks. I immediately understood that she had heard our conversation. I came back to my room without uttering a word. That particular night, Devi caressed me a lot, filled my heart with her love. She told me, if I were you, I would obey my mother's saying. I stared at her in amazement. I was running short of words. I was shivering. My eyes were filled with tears. She wiped my tears with a kiss on my eyes. That might be her last love for me. Devi knew that I will kill her, but hadn't she realized that I will not be able to survive without her? Devi knew that I will kill her, but hasn't she realized that I will not be able to survive without her? Had she thought that I will only listen to my mother and disrespect our bonding? Is that possible? To keep my mother's words, I killed Devi. But at the same time, to honor our love, I also started my journey towards the destination where Devi went. I know God will never forgive me. I kept half the milk that I gave Devi for me. I have drank that now. I have something to tell you, my mother. Mother, you know, mother's place cannot be given to anyone. Your place is just after God. But you know, if you are the one lobe of the heart, then my wife is the other lobe. Both of you are integral part of my life. I have kept your words. But at the same time, I also give value to our love. Mother, I have executed your order. Now, may I request you to keep my words? Please cremate me and Devi in 2 pyres kept side by side. And another thing, Mother, please complete the rituals after death for 3 lives. Your son, Devi, and our unborn child. You remember, Mother? One day Devi was discussing with you that how happy you will be when you will play with your grandson or granddaughter. But you thrashed Devi, stating that he or she will be as evil as her. No, Mother. Our child is not evil. My blood is flowing in our child's body. Mother, I know that you will cry a lot tomorrow. The whole house will be shattered by your cry. But Mother, if you suffer so much because of your son's death, then just imagine how much I have suffered because of the death of my child. Yes, my child. You know why I am saying this? I got a piece of paper under the bed where Devi had written, I was going to be a father. But Devi never told me about that because she knew that if she would have told me about her pregnancy, then I would not be able to kill her. Mother, you know, what did Devi say on her deathbed? Take care of mom. But she will not be able to know that I will not remain alive to take care of my mother. Today it's not that only 3 lives have passed away. But it is the death of intricate bonding. It is the death of love. It is the death of trust. It is the death of affection and death of feelings. Mother, you take care of yourself. I am feeling sleepy, very sleepy. Let me give a kiss on the belly of Devi, because by now might be the heartbeat of her little one has stopped. Then I will hug my sweetheart and go for eternal sleep. And yes, no one is responsible for our death. We, at our own will, are living this world. The main motive of this story is to bring forth the untoward incidents that happen sometimes because of mother-in-laws and sometimes because of daughter-in-laws. Let's forget hatred and bring peace and lead a healthy life.